Hey everyone, Kevin Oxner here with your MakeMe.com. Today what I want to run you through is a quick tutorial on how to use the boundary feature in XMind Free. This is part of the free version. They consider it part of the Mind Toolbox. Really just means these Mind Toolbox things are ways you can look like a superstar at work when using mind maps, and it's actually they're very simple to use, very easy to learn. Let's get into it. The Boundary Toolbox. I'll show you exactly what it does. What it's really designed to do is bring some attention to a group of topics. And the boundary is really simple to create. We're going to select the topics that we want to put in the boundary, and then we're going to use the boundary tool. 3 ways to get to the boundary tool. One is insert boundary. So we'll go to insert menu and go all the way down to boundary. Second thing we do obviously is control B. It's nice to learn the shortcuts because once you learn them, you're probably going to use it more and your mind maps are going to look better without much effort. The last thing is the toolbar shortcut, and I'll just show you where that is right here. So you have 3 options. I'm going to demonstrate using the toolbar shortcut, but let's go in here. First of all, we're going to pick a couple of things. Let's just pick the ones that are under boundary, and we'll make a boundary around the topics in the boundary. So now we're going to go on, I've got the topics selected that I want to put in a boundary. I'm going to go ahead and I'll click on the toolbar shortcut. So it's up here. I'll click on that, and there we go. Boom. Easy as that. This is the default boundary, but it's really simple to go in and change things if you choose to. Now, I'll show you that really quickly. We're going to go in here, right click on the line. So make sure you're clicking on the dotted line or the boundary line. We'll click on properties. And now we have some options. So we can choose whether we want the opacity. If you want to crank that up a little bit, which I'll just do to show you. If you want to have the line, maybe we don't want it dashed, we want to have something a little bit different. I'll just do ... And we can actually even make it a little bit thinner. There we go. And if you want, we can change a few other things, but just to give you an idea, let's click off of it. So there you go. A nice and simple tool to make boundaries around things and just helps it stand out a little bit better. If you want to, and just so you know, when you add subtopics, I'll just say those subtopics will also be included in the boundary. So which means, and I guess where it comes into being more of a factor is, let me just add a second one here. If the subtopic is really long, there we go, if I can type, it's going to expand the boundaries. Just keep that in mind when you're making things. If you have it nice and tight and perfect dimensions, and then you start adding child nodes or subtopics, it's going to change the look of the boundaries. And I'll get rid of both of those, and there we go. That's the boundary feature as part of the XMind, the free version. This thing's going to make you look like a rock superstar if you start adding it, and it's part of the Mind Toolbox. If you found this video useful, get the cheat sheet. It's an XMind workbook filled with tutorials, videos, and links, and all sorts of cool stuff. Imagine that, using XMind to help you use XMind. You can get it by following the link below. All I ask in exchange is that you give my newsletter a chance. Thanks for watching.